Namaste sabhi ko. This video I have come up with the types of economies. I will be continuing few topics based on economics subject. So let's discuss how many types of economies we have one by one. As you can see, I have made the flows diagram here with these arrows. All the types of economies are being mentioned. Like the first one is developed economy. When do we say that an economy is developed? So before coming into the types of economy, let's understand first what is an economic system. See, for human beings, they the satisfaction they get from consumption of any commodity, goods or services whatsoever, right? It's very important. If there is a satisfaction by using the commodity, goods or services, that gives a way to the production process, consumption, production, exchange. These are some of the very important activity that happens in an economy, right? So in the all these functions, all these activities, what activities? Production, consumption and exchange. When these activities are governed under a certain law or norms or any diktat or any regulations, that time or that state of economy is called economic system. That means when the important activities like production, consumption, exchange, these happens based on certain rules, regulations, norms, diktat, then it is said to be an economic system. So every country has got their own economic system. That means every country has got their own typical method of consumption, production and exchange methodologies they follow. So what are those methods of activities being followed by any country is being capitalized under few definitions. It has been summarized, it has been given a name, right? The etymology, that means the name of that certain type of economy based on their specific activities are mentioned here. Like as you can see, the developed economies, second is developing, third is underdeveloped, fourth is closed, fifth is open, sixth is capitalist, seventh is socialist, eighth is mixed, ninth is trading, 10th is industrial, 11th is production and 12th is agriculture. So these are certain types of economic systems, or that means economic systems. What I mean to say here, all these countries follow certain methods of production, consumption and exchange activity. They follow this activity based on certain rules and regulations. That rules, regulations, or that system we referred as an economic system. So let's start with the meaning. Developed. Developed economy is such that economy where the standard of living is high or the per capita income of that population is high. Per capita income means per individual income. And how do we calculate per capita income? The very basic, when you divide gross domestic product or GDP by the total population of that country, you get per capita income. It helps you to understand how much an individual earns on an average basis in that country. So high standard of living represents the countries like USA, Japan, Canada, etc. Developing countries where per capita income is rising, right? They're not as developed, they're not as high as in developed countries. The examples here is Turkey, Africa, Honduras, and Bangladesh, as per the recent survey. Underdeveloped countries where per capita income is low, living condition is poor or not that good, and these are some countries which are usually referred as the least developed countries, and they belongs usually to the African countries that includes Niger, Chad, Burundi, South Sudan, etc. Then the fourth one is closed economy. Closed economy usually is that economy where there is no import or export is happening. That is when they do not have any trade relations with the outside country, with other country. All production, consumption, and exchange process, the very initial or very basics of any economics, right? Those activities are limited or constrained within the domestic region only. That the open economy is just the opposite of closed. That means they have the trade relations with the outside world. So remember, open economy, India is no exception here. All countries nowadays are open economy. Capitalist economy, the other capitalist is usually capitalist mean who owns the capital, and capital is something which helps to earn which helps to earn profit on a long term basis. It's a huge amount. You usually start for the business. You invest that capital. So the purpose of capital is helps you to, it helps you to earn profit. It helps to earning capacity for a long duration of time over period, right? So usually the capitalists are those who are having a good amount of capital with them. They are some of the rich people, you may say, and just a layman language. So usually the capitalist is that economy where all the capitalists or the rich people usually take the economic decisions, how much to produce, what to produce, whom to produce. All sort of important decisions are being taken by these capitalist people. Now the basic problem of economy, which I'll be taking in the my upcoming videos, so stay tuned for that. Here, the capitalist economy usually represented by Germany, USA, UK, Japan, Singapore, etc. Then comes the trading economy, where major portion engage in trading activities. Now, trading means selling and buying. Trading includes only two important factors, two important activities, that is selling and buying. So, trading economies are those economies where major population of that country engages in trading activities. Then 10th one is in industrial. As the name goes, industrial, that means maximum workforce or the major population of that country is engaged in industrial activities, right? And that includes, like example is China, Japan, South Korea. These are the countries which are basically termed as an industrial economy. Then the production, where major population engages in the production activity, some farming or thereof, farming or sort of things, production. Socialist, it's where major economic decisions are taken by the governments or economic planner. You see, socialist are those countries where what the problems or whatever the problems being faced by the economy and whatsoever the important decisions relating to economy, production, consumptions and exchange, which are the very vital functions of an economy, are being taken by government, or government usually uh, gives this responsibility of taking up to the economic planners. And India has got the planning commission, which has been replaced in 2014 by Niti Aayog, right? So I'll be taking up this. The countries which usually represent socialist are North Korea, Cuba, China. Agriculture economy, where maximum people engages in agriculture. Their basic source of earning livelihood is agriculture. Mixed economy, where there you find there's a combination of capitalist economy and socialist economy. So you see, India has got a mixed economy. We have got planning commission, right, which has been replaced with Niti Aayog in 2014. So this planning commission, what they do, they usually make up the plans. What they used to do, they used to make up a plan for coming 5 years. See in which sectors government should pay more emphasis, more stress to give good economic growth. So this is usually socialist economies they do. Their capital, their the assets are being owned by the state, right? State or the government. But in capitalist, the assets, the properties are being owned by the individuals. This is the major difference. Capitalists usually are the profit-minded people, profit-oriented. Their concern, their production, whatsoever decision they take, they keep profit as a priority. Whereas socialists, they are little more concerned about the social welfare. So usually they do not have the properties owned by an individual, which unlike in capitalist economy. But in a mixed economy, you see we have public sector and private sector working as well, right? We have both the qualities from the socialist. We have adopted good qualities from the socialist and capitalist as well to run our economy. So this is the types of economies.